Notice and investigate the urge. So notice the thoughts you have, words, images, reason giving that your mind is using to try to get you to engage in the urge to do the compulsion. Any images of doing the compulsion. And then notice what the urge feels like in your body. Divide it up into pieces. For example, do you feel it in your arms, legs, chest, head, other parts of your body? Do you feel the body starting to move as if you want to go and do the compulsion and you're just about to move? Is there a restless feeling, anxiety, doubt, shame, guilt, pain, numbness? Notice what you're feeling. And you can name the urge. You can say, I'm noticing the urge to do, and then whatever the compulsion might be. If it's mental compulsions, the urge might be very subtle and fast, but you can try to catch it as well before you start to ruminate. Then connecting with your motivation to surf the urge. Remember why you want to surf it, what it is costing you, what it is making difficult in your life. Think about your recovery goals and values and who matters and what you want to do instead of being pulled into the compulsion. And then engage in a valued alternative. Put your attention on something that is good for you in the long run, that reflects your values. It might be something very simple in this moment. It might be pursuing a larger goal. It might be a self-caring action, or it might be a proactive action, something you need to get done. And putting your attention on that action and engaging and refocusing every time you're pulled back onto the urge. Notice and refocus, notice and refocus. You might run through these steps again. You might acknowledge, notice and investigate the urge, divide it up into pieces, the verbal thoughts, the images, the body sensations, the different sensations throughout the whole body, the emotions, the impulse to move, freeze response, something else, avoidance. Divide it up into pieces, name it to help you get a bit of distance. And then getting in touch with your motivation again. If you feel it dropping, then remember why you want to surf it, what matters, who matters, your goals, your values. You might have written this as a statement that you can come back to, or it might be just what feels important in that moment. Also, the workability, the cost of following the compulsions, what it takes away from you, the pain it creates, doesn't work in the long run. And then engaging in the valued alternative and sustaining your attention in that as you ride the wave of the urge. It might go up, it might be very intense. You can do it, you can ride through it, and then it gets easier. Then there might be another wave, and you use these steps as you need them. Sometimes you're just noticing the urge briefly and refocusing on what you value. Other times you're running through the steps in a lot of detail if it's really gripping you, or You feel your motivation leaving you a little bit. And see if you can urge delay. If you can't fully urge surf, delay it. Give it another 10 minutes, give it another half hour, give it another hour. Try and stretch out the time that you urge surf for. And if you do slip, then recommit, slip and recommit as soon as you can. And you can mindfully slip as well. If you do slip, notice that it doesn't deliver what it promises. It doesn't fully take away the distress. It's short lived. Is back in the cycle and it costs you things. So be mindful of that to help you urge surf next time. And every time you manage to urge surf, take in those wins, savor them, celebrate them, reinforce them. Might be a mental pat on the back. It might be that you spend some time reflecting and thinking about what you've achieved and what you've done for your recovery and feeling empowered by making choices based off your values and not your anxieties and doubts. So, one more time, noticing and investigating the urge, getting in touch with your motivation, values, goals, workability, and then engaging in a valued alternative. You put your attention on that alternative and you put your task focused thinking on that alternative. And you let the urge and the intrusive thoughts and feelings be in the background, foreground. You engage in the thing you value.